Hey y'all, so today I wanted to share with you guys the products and tools that I used in order to flat iron my hair. And I wanted to put the two together because I thought that it would make more sense to explain the products that I use on my flat iron hair, because sometimes the products that you use on your flat iron hair versus the products that you use on your natural hair will differ. So this will thoroughly explain how I flat iron my hair. So let's get into it. So first I start off on my natural hair, of course, and I use this conditioner first. I use the Garnier Fructis Triple Nutrition, and I just put that all over my head in order to get rid of any knots that I have in my hair. So I detangle my hair with the conditioner first. Now I only put the shampoo at the roots. So I use the Organic Sea Mineral Moisture Shampoo, and I really love this stuff. It smells really great, and it just gets all of the dirt that's in your hair. Now after I've rinsed all of the conditioner and shampoo out of my head, sometimes my hair can feel a little bit stripped, so I'll put a deep conditioner into my head after that, and I use the Queen Helene's Cholesterol Deep Conditioner. I put this all over my hair and I sit underneath a hard top hair dryer, and normally I sit underneath that hair dryer for about 30 to 45 minutes. I just sit there and let that penetrate my hair, and once I go and wash it out, my hair feels really soft, and so I really love this stuff. Now next I use a little bit of a leave-in conditioner, and what I used is the Miss Jessie's leave-in conditioner, and I use it on damp hair. I did a review on it, and I really love this stuff. It makes my hair feel really soft, and it smells great too. So I just put that in my hair, and I let my hair air dry, and not completely dry, but I would say about 85 to 90% dry. Now you guys already know what I'm about to say. I used a heat protectant on my hair, and yes, you guessed it. It's the Tresemme Thermal Creations Heat Tamer Leave-In Spray. I just sprayed that all over my head, and for clarification, if you watched how I flat iron my hair in my previous video, you just saw me spray this spray on just one section, and that was the section that I forgot to spray, and that's the reason why it was like twisted up like that. So when I got to it, I knew to go ahead and spray it, but you know, normally things don't slip my mind or anything. I just spray it all over my entire head, and I comb through my hair, and I also brush my hair as well. Now in order to blow my hair out, I use this Conair 1875 blow dryer, and it comes with a comb attachment, and I really love this blow dryer because the heat on it is not too high. It's 1875, and it's perfect for just blowing out your hair without frying it or overheating it or anything like that. So I really love this blow dryer, and it also has a cool shot on it. So if you don't want to use high heat or anything like that, or if you want to combine the heat and also a cool shot every now and then, it has that button on here. So I really love this Conair blow dryer. So I just blow out my entire head. Now a lot of people use a comb or a brush, and they use the chasing method. Now what I do is, prior to me using the flat iron, I just comb and brush through my hair, and if you watched my previous video, that was what you guys saw me doing. I'm still using this comb right here. I purchased it from Sally's. It came in a little pack with a lot of other different combs. It didn't cost too much. I purchased it probably like 5 years ago, and I still have these combs, and this comb right here really thoroughly detangles my hair without, you know, pulling my hair out or anything like that. So I just comb my hair, and I do it prior to me using that flat iron. You really have to know what you're doing if you want to use the chasing method, because sometimes you can try to do that chasing method and you'll put that comb too close to that flat iron, and with these combs being plastic, it'll melt your comb. So you really want to be careful if you decide to use the chasing method. Just make sure you have that, you know, rhythm going really well. So that's the reason why I opted to comb and brush my hair prior to me flat ironing it, using that flat iron on my hair, because that can just turn out to be a complete mess. So now the brush that I use is a boar bristle brush, and it's made by Goodies, and I really love this stuff, y'all. I know if you watch the previous video again when I flat iron my hair, I know that brush looks really huge, but that brush is the bomb. It doesn't pull my hair out or anything like that. It leaves my hair feeling really soft and smooth, and I love the handle on the brush. It's not too wide, but it's just wide enough so that you can really get a good grip on it and brush through your hair. So I comb and I brush through each section that I'm about to do, and that's what helps to make my hair really smooth. And I know that a lot of us naturals are afraid sometimes to use a heat protectant because we're afraid of putting too many products on our hair. But honestly, you guys, I really don't flat iron my hair that much. And if you're kind of like me, you only flat iron your hair no more than 4 times a year, and 4 times a year is really pushing it for me. But if you only flat iron your hair that minimum amount of times, there's no way that it'll create a huge buildup on your hair. And another tip that I wanted to tell you guys is that when I use this Thermal Creations Heat Tamer Leave-In Spray, I don't spray too much on my hair, so that leaves me feeling comfortable, and that's a happy medium. And especially if you're afraid of like getting a buildup on your hair, but the heat tamer spray is specially made in order to protect your hair from heat damage, so that when you do wash your hair, your curls, you know, pop back. So using a heat protecting spray is really important, you guys. So go out and buy, you guys, the Tresemme Thermal Creations Heat Protecting Spray. It smells good too. So go ahead and get that and use that on your hair when you flat iron your hair. Okay, now let's talk about these flat irons. Now with my hair being this length, I use a 1.75" flat iron, and it's this one. It's by FHI Heat, and it's a Technique G2. So I've had this flat iron for about, I would say I've had this for a pretty good time, about 5 years now. Now I wanted to tell you guys something as well. I used to use a 1.25" flat iron, and I do have that. Now this is also made by FHI, and this is the platform flat iron. I used to use this flat iron, and I remember one time I flat ironed my hair and my hair grew. Now I used to have my hair cut kind of short, and I didn't flat iron my hair probably for about 2 years. So I really wasn't, you know, doing any type of length checks or anything like that. I just wanted to flat iron my hair. So I went and I flat ironed my hair with this 1.25" flat iron, and my hair came out horribly. I used, you know, my leave-in conditioners, my shampoo, conditioner, deep conditioner, all that other stuff, my heat taming spray. I don't know what it is, but I think it was because the flat iron was too skinny. The plates were too small. So I would suggest, you guys, if your hair has grown pretty long and you've had a fail on flat ironing your hair, it came out kind of frizzy and poofy and it just did not look right, it's probably because your flat iron plates are too small in width. You want to go with a wider flat iron, like an 1.75", and I know they make a 2-inch flat iron, and in the near future I do want to purchase a 2-inch flat iron, but for now the 1 3/4 works really well. And you guys, I use my flat irons on high heat. Now I know some of y'all in y'all head are like, oh my goodness, here go another one talking about they using this high heat. Listen y'all, I don't flat iron my hair that often, and when you don't flat iron your hair that often, you can use high heat on your hair and it's not going to create all of this damage. Now if you try to flat iron your hair on a setting like a 350 or 300 or something in a lower range, a lot of times you're sitting there and you know you want to do it in one pass, 1 or 2 passes. And a lot of times if your dial is too low, it is not going to get your hair straight. It's not going to get those roots straight or anything like that. When you look at the video, you see that I'm kind of going over my roots. A couple of times, you guys, my roots were so thick that I had to go over my roots a few times. And, you know, I just passed it on through really gently, really lightly or whatever, and it's, you know, it's not going to create any damage. But you don't want to flat iron your hair on a low setting and pass it through several times trying to get it straight. Is defeating the purpose. You want to do it a few times. You especially want to hit those roots to get those roots nice and straight because you are flat ironing your hair. So putting it on this high setting just really gets the job done as far as getting your roots straight and the rest of your hair straight so you can have a nice flat iron look. So if you had a flat iron fail, just think about it in your head. Go over the steps that you took in order to flat iron your hair, and 9 times out of 10 it's one of those things. If you want to flat iron your hair, get a nice straight look, put it on that high setting, get you a wide flat iron, and use some heat protectant spray as well. Alright you guys, so that's it for this video. These are all of the tools and the products that I used in order to flat iron my hair. See you guys in the next video. Peace and love y'all.